my god, you guys, these down here were so cool. Today we're at Yellow Submarine in Akihabara. This store has by far the most insane selection of plastic modeling supplies I've seen in central Tokyo. The selection of paints and tools is crazy, and they have a really nice selection of model kits too, including some that are pretty hard to find. I had so much fun digging through everything at this store, so what do you say we get right to it and have a look at everything? Alright, starting off with the paint supplies, they had this massive wall of just every color of paint you could possibly imagine, every type of paint thinner you could possibly imagine, all of the primers, like they had everything. Mr. Hobby, they had Tamiya. There was even another section where they had some Citadel paints, but yeah, as you can see here, like every kind of surfacer, the selection was mind-blowing. And they also had pretty much every Gundam marker you could want, a full set of Copic markers, and then for those of you who don't airbrush, who use spray cans, they had this huge wall of like every color of spray can, both spray can paint and also spray can primer and finisher. So it was just really impressive. Moving on to tools, they had the amazing cutter there for a really good price. That's probably my number one favorite tool, but they also had a ton of other stuff from brass rods to all different kinds of nippers, pliers, tweezers, like pretty much everything you could possibly want. Here you can see they have like a really nice selection of different kinds of sanding sponges, sanding paper, any kind of grit you would want, just a really great selection. And over here you've got like your alligator clips, and moving into this section here is kind of like a parts section. So they've got all different types of polycaps you can select from. And then this section of the store has this line that they call Parts Paradise. And basically these are select parts from different model kits that are sold at a pretty steep discount. So if you only need like an extra weapon or an extra shoulder piece or whatever part you might need from a specific kit, instead of having to buy the whole kit, you can just buy the parts. And next to that area, they have this little selection of extra manuals, I guess in case you lost your manual or wanted to pick one up for whatever reason. It's nice they have it. Here they have Diorama Supplies, so just, again, like I keep saying the same thing, but just a really impressive selection of diorama supplies. I was actually surprised that they had AK brand stuff, but they had a nice selection of that as well. And then here they had some diorama specific model kits, which I thought were cool. I've never seen these before, but they really caught my eye and piqued my interest. And I definitely would like to pick up one at some point and try building it and using it in one of my dioramas. This one of a hangar bay really stood out to me. Really nice looking. You can see it's got some of the specs and sizes on the side of the box so you can figure out like what size kits will fit inside of it. But really cool stuff overall. And they also had Resin Supplies, a really nice selection of stuff for pouring resin, clear resin, for casting resin parts, like everything you could want for messing around with resin. They had it, and they also had like regular putty and different things above that. Here are your mixing cups and funnels and things like that for either paint or resin. And here they had something really cool. These are Gundam building workstations. I actually have this one, the Pro version 2.0, and it's really nice. I talked about it in my apartment tour video, but they also have a basic version, which I think would be great if you wanted something a little less expensive. And these down here were so unbelievably cool. They had these official Federation and Xeon branded Gundam building workstations. Such a unique item I've never seen anywhere else. They also had a nice selection of airbrushes and compressors and some other adjacent tools like magnifying glasses, stands, helping hands, things like that. And a nice selection of magazines and books, including some that I had never seen before. Always love to see that when I'm, discovering new things. Like they had this one here, this SD Gundam Perfect Modeling Manual. I'm always looking for some books on SD Gundam that are not specific to the Sengokuden series, so this was a really cool find for me. And they also had this Hobby Japan Gunhead specific magazine, which again, I didn't know that Hobby Japan ever made one specific to Gunhead, and this looked really, really cool. I was super tempted to pick this one up. Moving on, they also had a nice selection of display cases. I'm just showing a few of them here, but they had quite a few different shapes and sizes and brands of display cases here. And finally, we are getting to the model kit section. Real quick before we get to that, I just wanted to announce I'm now offering channel memberships. In there, there's additional exclusive videos. I've already got 3 in there, and I'm posting at least 1 a month. It's a great way to support the channel. If you guys are interested, hit that join button on the top of my YouTube page. Now back to the video. And finally, we are moving into model kits. They had a really awesome selection of model kits, including a bunch that I hadn't seen at other stores. You can get a little glimpse here of just like the wide selection they had. They had the best selection of front mission kits that I had seen in all of Tokyo so far, which I love. I mean, these were really hard to find back in the US, and just seeing a full selection of them here that you could just pick through freely was really awesome. They also had an awesome selection of the Plum video game based model kits, including stuff from like Darius, Gradius, Rayforce, Power Dolls. They had like pretty much the full set of them. I'm sure they might have been missing a few, but it was the best selection that I've seen in a store so far. And here they've got Super Robot and just various non-Gundam Mecha. So you can see like Giant Robo, Ordine, you can see some brain-powered stuff here. Lots and lots of variety from lots of different franchises. Oh, and here, this Escaflowne kit. I was really tempted to buy this, but I ended up passing on it because I had a bunch of other stuff with me. And it's not super rare or expensive, so I should be able to get it later for a similar price. But this kit looks so nice. I'm just a huge fan of the Escaflowne series and would love to paint up and build a model kit for it at some point. And this one was nice because it was a franchise I had never heard of before, and the box art kind of caught my eye. Yeah, Ember. I don't know much about it. I haven't really researched the show or anything like that that it is based on, but I just thought it was an interesting looking mech as well as box art. And moving on to my favorite, of course, the old school anime kits. Starting off here with some Studio Ghibli kits by Fine Molds. Awesome to see a nice selection of those here. And this is not a Studio Ghibli, this is just a Hasegawa chair and table, but I always think these random little furniture scale kits are just so cute and interesting. Moving on here, you've got some Mospita kits by Aoshima. These look really nice. Haven't built any of those yet, but would love to at some point. You've also got your Patlabor. And over here, oh, these are funny. So these are from Dirty Pair, and I actually picked one up at a convention a couple years ago, and I paid way more than they're selling for here, so I was kind of kicking myself for that. Some different stuff here, some Macross. Lots and lots of variety. And this is cool. They've got some additional models here from Dirty Pair. And then some more here from the series I believe is called You're Under Arrest. And that's actually a resin kit, not a plastic kit, so worth noting. Very, very cool stuff. And they also had some displays, of course, like every model shop does in Japan. They've got lots of like painted builds, non-painted builds, just so you can have a sense of what the models are going to look like. And what was really cool is all throughout the store they had these displays. So generally, like you can see here right above where you would buy those kits, they had some of those kits on display, which made the shopping experience really, really nice. And they had a small selection of Warhammer. I'm not super knowledgeable, so I'm not going to go into depth, but they did have it. And of course, they had some Gundam G Structures, which are not the most common. Not all stores carry them, but they're really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the walkthrough of the shop this time. I wanted to focus on tools and things like that, but if you guys would like to see me go back to the shop and check out other things they carry, like figures, they had a lot of really nice figures there, and they also had obviously like Gundam kits I didn't get into, but I'm definitely open to going back again because it's such a cool shop. And yeah, I would love to know what you guys thought of this tour, what you thought of their tool selection and all of that stuff. And again, as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you could hit that thumbs up, give it a like, and subscribe. And again, if you want to find more videos, if you want to consider joining the membership, there's also other perks there, like early releases of videos and different benefits like that. So definitely check it out if you're curious. And yeah, like I said, please leave a comment. I love chatting with you guys about what you think about the videos, what you want to see in the future. Yeah, I just love talking with you guys about all different kinds of hobby stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.